down, down, down. They say I'm falling down, down. MiniTangled, MiniTangled. They say I'm falling down.
What's up, people of the internet? How's that? What's up, guys? Welcome to You Gotta Admit discussion board number 1. Yeah, a little trial run. I am Angel Tony Pimento, aka MiniTangled, and this is
Michelle Diley.
Do you want to formally have an internet name? You can have an internet name. Mine's MiniTangled, so you can have.
Should have been Tangled.
Nah. It's MiniTangled now forever.
I don't have one though.
How about
you guys got something?
MC? It's not MS, but it sounds cool. MC. You have to do this if you say MC.
No, that's retarded.
No? Alright.
Not the chest pound.
Okay, MC. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like little discussions. We're gonna try to do 3 topics for this, what is it, episode? We'll call it episode.
Okay.
So yeah, let's dive right into this. So what is your opinion on the way kids dance now? Okay, cause did my first prom and junior prom. Let's just say I did not like the way kids dance. Like I don't like okay, if you're gonna grind, that's not a dance move. That's just an excuse to like get physical with the opposite sex or that same sex. Or I feel like dancing is not even. It's just an excuse to like get physical. Like.
Yeah. No, that's what I think. Especially nowadays, you know, all the dancing is just terrible. Like they just want to like go to bed and they do it all these like sexually provocative and you know, and I'm like, really? Like you don't have to dance that way to have a good time. You know, you think back in the old days, they didn't dance like that.
Right, and you know it's really bad is because especially back to the prom thing, like I find that it's so interesting that girls that like were the sweeter girls, whatever, the ones that like keep to themselves in a regular day school setting. Those are the ones that were more physically, whatever you want to call it, prerogative, on the dance form. Like, what the heck is like? That's their excuse to like be that way. Like, oh, if it's a dance, it's okay. It's appropriate to act all sexual and whatever.
I find that very inappropriate. It's not good, and not everybody wants to see that. And you know, and if you're gonna do that, you know, say that for the bedroom one. Whatever.
If anything, yeah. No, but you know, it's sad because they don't have any shame of it, because even the chaperones are there, their teachers are there, and they just, not to mention all their other classmates or friends that are around, and they still, because I'm serious, I'm sorry, forgive me for what I'm about to do, but if you're making a face like this, while you're dancing, that is, you're obviously dancing wrong, because you should not be like, whatever, I'm not going to do that again, but, you should not be making these kind of faces, because obviously you're not thinking about dancing, you're not having the moment, you're just thinking about sex, that's all you're thinking about, and that's just stupid.
See, but the other thing, it doesn't help that, well, now, but we have all these, you know, famous people dancing that way.
Exactly.
You know, you've got, like, Justin Bieber, you've got, you know, all those fancy ones, Miley Cyrus, with the twerking, like, you know, so, I mean, I can understand why, you know, some of these kids want to dance that way, well, because look at all these famous pop stars are dancing that way.
Yeah, because I did a video like a month ago about the Stop the Twerking. I don't know if you saw it, but, and I mentioned about Miley Cyrus and her twerking, and I feel like if you're gonna put yourself in the viewing eye, like if you're famous like Miley Cyrus or Justin Bieber, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that you have a powerful influence on the youth, and you should take that upon yourself to be a good influence and not a terrible one. Like with Miley Cyrus, like, you know, she was on Disney Channel, and you know a lot of kids were like looked up to her because it was Disney Channel, it was a kids show.
Yeah.
For you to make that big transition, that huge transition to just talking about alcohol and go party in the club and whatever. Like that's just, oh my gosh. There's so many spoofs of kids like pretend kids like smoking and everything because of Miley, watching her, because that's all it's sending. Because these kids grew up with her, and now they're just copying her and doing, oh my gosh. Because
it all really kind of goes to them because everybody else is doing it, so let's do it.
Yeah,
you know, and especially look at all those famous people, the ones that all the girls are screaming about and all that. And even the same thing, you've got like other people like other famous stars, especially the male ones that also promote the boys wearing down their pants.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't even know how that got started.
Well, I think that started a long time ago.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if it started by someone famous because
Chris Brown.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so dumb. It's, and people think, oh yeah, I wanna go ahead and I wanna see your underwear. Like, seriously, I do not want to see your underwear.
Mm-hmm. And
like that's not.
And I don't want to see a bunch of girls shaking their cans. Like that makes me feel uncomfortable. Anyway, moving on because I guess we're out of time. Texting and the internet and social media. Let me first say, how serious do you take emoticons? Or however you call them, emoticons? Okay, if somebody's like put I'm feeling bad and they put a tear face, like the tear face emoticon, like do you automatically assume that person's actually crying?
No, I don't. A lot of times I don't necessarily think that they're actually crying, but I think that they're pretty, like they are crying on the inside because sometimes it's hard to cry on the outside.
So they're kind of.
But I do kind of take it a little. I think it's a big deal. So.
It could kind of be their way of showing them that they're sad. But I think it's funny because I'm guilty of this. I'm admitting that I'm guilty of this, but I feel like I really do take the smiley faces and the ha-has and LOL so seriously. If you don't put a ha-ha or LOL in the conversation, I'll automatically assume like are you mad? Like that's the first thing. Like if the person just says, like if I'm saying hi to someone and they go hi, and I'm like, it's just a hi, simple hi, and then I put hello, how are you doing? And they're saying good, and it's just like monotone, like it was monotone in text or whatever, and there's no smiley face or haha or whatever. I automatically assume like, oh, they must be having a bad day or something. I feel like that's how serious people are taking. Remember the MySpace days?
Yeah.
Where I don't feel like it was as bad, but because we're living on the internet now, it's taken so seriously. Because if you have stars that are grown men, like Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever, who's like 50, I don't think he's 50.
No.
Johnny Depp, there you go. He's 50.
He's not.
You know what? Yeah, he is. He's probably 40. Is he? I don't know. Anyway.
Not 50.
Well, anyway, even if you're 40, that's still bad being on social networks, and we have these stars putting all these ha-has and everything. It's like that serious, like they actually think.
I definitely think that it's that serious. I mean, come on, how many times, we go and we write something and, it gets all translated during the text. Like, somebody goes and reads that off like you got all mad, and I'm like, that is not what I was thinking. Like, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. And a lot of people do take that seriously, and that's one of the biggest shames that we have about living on the internet, because everybody's taking it so seriously. Where now it's all internet, and now we don't even talk on the phone anymore. Mm-hmm. It's I don't have time to talk on the phone, but text me and I have time for that. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just looking at my phone like yesterday. Have you seen those quick messages? It's like preset text for you. Like
no.
It's like a preset text, and one of them was, "Can't talk, text me," and I was like, yeah, because they obviously the quick text was what's people gonna say, what's things that they're gonna automatically type. So they have a quick text. Oh, just call. Don't call me. Text me. Or I can't talk. Text me. So it's like, because that's how society is. They rather text than actually talk to someone in person or on the phone. Because, like, think about it. Facebook is so much more popular than Skype or web chat. Because they don't want to. People don't want to actually talk to the person in person.
I mean, and that's I think that's just like really sad, and you know, the internet has been used so much, and now you know there is no. How do you hold a conversation now in real life? Like that's just kind of hard. Like, and everybody's like, even when you leave, it's like, okay, I'll catch you on Facebook, and it's just, they want to talk on Facebook, they're friends on Facebook, but they're not so much friends like outside of Facebook, and I just think that's you know, we've become a society that's all on internet, and now we're stuck inside. I mean, even still, like, now because of all this internet thing, who goes outside and play? Nobody. Not like the kids used to.
Except my annoying neighbors. No, I mean, no, but yeah, you're right. And it's so, like you were saying a few seconds ago, when I try to actually talk to someone, hey, you want to talk on the phone? Like, I seriously get, like, a weird response. Like, they're like, why? I'm like, because that's what people do. They have conversations, not just on texting or whatever. So I feel like, I don't know. It's so frustrating to have a friendship or even a relationship nowadays. Okay, we're running out of time.
Right, yeah.
Moving on.
Okay, so the other day, you know, I've been trying to, like, find a job because I don't have one. And, you know, and going through all this stuff, especially because now you have to go all through the internet. You know, you have to apply and all that stuff. You know, and looking at all the stuff and all the requirements, and almost every job, even the simplest, like, sales job, you know, just being like a sales associate at Walmart or something like that, they all want you to have experience. And then they all say, oh, well, we prefer you to have a bachelor's degree and all that stuff.
Just for Walmart?
Just for Walmart. Like, isn't that dumb? Like, why, what's with all these requirements now? And I just think, you know, how difficult it is to go and get a job. You know, I, for one, you know, I don't have a bachelor's degree because I haven't gotten there because I don't have any money to go to school. And I can't get a job until I have a degree, but how am I supposed to get the degree if I don't have any money? Like, and I did, you know, it's such a conflict that we have to deal with nowadays.
It sucks too because, like, once you even get your degree, I feel like I don't know the statistics of it, but I feel like women still will get paid less. No, like if a guy and a girl can have the exact same job, but the guy will get paid more than the girl. And even though you guys went through all that college and all that teaching, all that time, and for no reason other than your gender, I think that paid different.
You know, that's the biggest problem with society is, you know, we all think that, you know, men are so much superior, but yes, men are, you know, bright and they're superior, but come on, I can tell you women that know so much more than men do, you know, and it's not, but we're not given any credit.
Not only that, but I think even women are graduating more than men now. I think statistically, I don't remember where I heard it, but I think women are actually graduating more than men are.
Yeah, see, and that's another, like, why? Why? That's not cool, you know, like, that's not fair.
You
know, and I think it's almost, you know, trying to go to college so I can get paid less. I would suggest to rethink, you know, what it is you do and take into consideration, do you really want to be sucked up into the whole internet world and you just being, you know, just you at home? Like, that's just kind of dumb. You know, I want to get out there and do something in the world, and I want to be able to have a relationship with people, and I don't want that just to be all stuck on the internet. So I think that's something that, you know, we need to focus on, and remembering that, you know, we still are people, and we don't have to be sucked up into this internet world, because it's just internet. Like, you know, it's not the real world, and frankly, you know, internet just doesn't quite cut it when you get into the working world either.
Yeah.
It really is about your working relationship with people. You really have to work with people on a team.
Yeah.
And all this internet, especially, with these kids growing up, like, that's just getting all sucked into that, and now they don't know how to hold conversation. That's not going to cut it. Okay, the whole point of an interview, when you go and you do job interviews, is you discuss with them.
Right.
Internet does not prepare you for that. I mean, yes, you can go on the internet and learn how to do job, like interview. There's a bunch of stuff on the internet. It's helpful on how to do interviews. But the best way to prepare is learning to talk with strange people and be able to present yourself.
Well, and what about the dancing?
The dancing, would you dance like that, in front of your parents? Would you dance like that in front of your parents?
Well put.
I wouldn't. I don't dance that way anyway, but that's awkward. Would you dance like that in front of your grandparents? Okay, now that's weird.
Well,
or anybody else that you respect.
You know what sucks though, is if you go on the internet, a lot of the parents are teaching their kids these dance moves.
Well, that's true. Like what that YouTube one where the parents went and got all their kids to twerk all on YouTube.
Yeah, on Vine too.
I know.
And then all the people are revining this and sharing it, and I don't know why you guys think that's funny. That's just wrong. Anyway, all right. Well, I am Angel Tony Pimentel, MiniTangled,
and I'm Michelle,
MC. See you, whatever. I guess.